Peace. Assalamu alaikum. This your brother Rahim again with the recap of the Rahim versus Josh debate. And let me go into some more things about him wanting and thinking about the Quran says for Muslims to read, preach, teach, and obey the Bible, which is a fabrication. He never showed that throughout the whole debate. He never showed that. He was just talking, bringing up confirmation of the scriptures before. Like I said, we already know that. But he never showed where Allah told us Muslims we need to preach, teach, believe, and obey the Bible. Josh never showed us that. So let's get into this. Again, Harper Collins Study Bible. This is coming from the Bible. And in the inside, people who wrote it. Harper Collins. Okay, and he says, again, I'm displaying this, yet the King James Version has serious defects. This is coming from Josh's Bible. And this is just another version. Made it apparent that these defects were so many as to call for revision. I agree with him based on the documents that I have and studying the Bible. Okay. Dr. W. Graham Scrooge of the Moody Bible Institute, and he says this in his book, page 17. Yes, the Bible is human, though some, out of zeal, which is not according to knowledge, have denied this. Sound like Josh. Those books have passed through the minds of men, are written in the language of men, were penned by the hands of men, and bear in their style the characteristics of men. I'm not writing this, folks. Okay, I'm not writing this. This is coming. See, I told you, I have so many documents. I would have to make so many YouTube videos. It'd be ridiculous. Josh don't get it. Okay, this man is saying that. He's saying, according to knowledge, have denied this. Though some, meaning people like Josh. So he's basically saying the Bible is not even the book of Elohim or Allah. Hey, that's up for the debate too. I'll do that also with somebody. But let's move on. Now, Josh in the debate denied these verses that's sitting in his Bible. You know what this fool had the nerve to tell me? Why would they leave this? Nehemiah chapter 9, 26 and Jeremiah 8 verses 8 and 9 in the Bible. I don't know. Why don't you find out? It's sitting in your Bible. Open your Bible up and you will see it there. He tried to make up an excuse for this. Let's read it. Nevertheless, they were disobedient, meaning the Jews, and rebel against thee, and cast the law behind their backs. That's the law. They wasn't following it. That's what it means. And slew thy prophets. They even killed prophets that Allah sent to them to save them. They was killing them. This is so serious, people. Which testified against them to turn them to thee, and they wrought great provocations. I read this in the debate. He started acting like a fool. Now watch this. Jeremiah chapter 8 verses 8 to 9. It says, And how can you say, we are wise, and the law of the Lord is with us? But behold, the false pen of the scribes have made it into a lie. Now, we just read back with Dr. Scroogey and what he said about men and the Bible being written in the style of men, penned by men. Okay? Come on. They're changing the books. They're changing their joint with the pen. And so when I showed this to Josh, he tried to flip it and say, well, why do they put it there? Why would they leave it there? Learn the history of your Bible, you would know that. Well, I'm going to say it again anyway, being I didn't get to say it in the debate. It's left there because, again, the Romans didn't know they was going to be taken over or have to answer to somebody in 2013 or and beyond. They thought they was going to be in power forever. And plus, they was reading in Latin, and the people didn't understand. So they was able to feed the people what they wanted until Martin Luther came. So that's how that went. That's why it's in there. And you got the nerve to ask the question, but it's in there. Don't ask why was it left in there to me. Go to your highest eminences who write these books. Ask that question to them. And the thing was, in Nehemiah, they try to kill prophets. Is that true? Yeah. Yeah, they try to kill prophets. And they kill some. Okay? Matthew 26, verse 4. And consulted that they might take Jesus by subtly and kill him. They wanted to kill Jesus. John 7, chapter 1. After these things, Jesus walked in Galilee. For he would not walk in Jewry amongst the Jews, because the Jews sought to kill him. Who else were they trying to kill? Paul. Acts 14, verse 19. And there came thither certain Jews from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul, drew him out of the city, supposing he had been dead. So they stoned him and thought he was dead. That sounds familiar, but that's another debate. Let's go on. So you see, the Jews was so freaking crazy. I'm reading this and I'm like, the Jews was out of their mind then. They were killing prophets that Allah is sending to help them. Man, and this guy is supposed to be the teacher of Israel. Wow. Okay, let's get on, people. Ban the book. George Bernard Shaw said, the most dangerous book, the Bible, on earth. Keep it under lock and key. Keep the Bible out of your children's reach, is what this man is saying. Why is he saying this? The Plain Truth, October 1977. See, I got these documents, people. This is what it says. Reading the Bible stories to children can also open up all sorts of opportunities to discuss morality of sex. And expurgated Bible might get an X rating from some censors. This is the Plain Truth, October 1977. Why would they say that? Let's go to it. Numbers chapter 31, verse 17. Now kill the boys and kill every woman who has slept with a man, but save yourselves every girl who has never slept with a man. Wow. Okay. Save yourselves, girls. Okay, but kill all the women who slept with men. So, okay. Wow. Do the knowledge to that one, people. Hosea chapter 13, verse 16. The people of Samaria must bear their guilt because they have rebelled against their God. Okay? All right. They will fall by the sword. Okay. All right. Their little ones will be dashed to the ground. Their pregnant women ripped open. Oh. I love to hear that term that people say, God is love. Let me go on. 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 3. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. Okay. Wow. So you're killing women, children, men, taking girls. I wonder what they was going to do with the little girls who weren't virgins. That's open for discussion. Wow. And then the ox, the sheep, camel, and the ass. What did they do? Okay, let's move on, people. Wow. Rape and incest in the Bible. 2 Samuel chapter 13 verses 10 to 14. And Ammon said unto Tamar, being that the meat in the chamber that I may eat of thy hand. And Tamar took the cakes which she had made and brought them into the chamber to Amnon her brother. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her and said to her, come lie with me, my sister. Okay. And she answered him, nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this folly. Okay. And I, whither shall I cause my shame to go? And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from thee. Howbeit would not hearken unto her voice. So he didn't listen to her, but being stronger than she, forced her and lay with her. So he raped her. He raped his own sister. I got a couple of more, people. I ain't gonna even read it because I don't have enough time. Okay, Joel 3:3. And they cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Wow. So they took a little boy and made him a sex product. He was used for sex. Okay, and they sold a girl for wine. Okay. So Josh, seeing this filth here, you will never find this in the Quran, people. I dare anybody to try to. So Josh wants Muslims to follow, read, teach, preach, and obey the Quran. You want us to preach and teach this to people. You want me to read that type of crap to my daughters. It'll never happen. People, I got more. I got more. I just don't have enough time. But you see what's going on. Ask Josh about that. Go to him and ask him about that. See what type of excuse he gives you. You can't give an excuse because it's sitting right there in the Bible. So, with that, I say peace. We're not to follow that Bible, nor preach it or obey it. So long.